Hello, and thank you for attending another Ekahau short how-to video. This is Mike Kazemian from Advanced Network Devices. Today we will be discussing the Optimizer product within the Ekahau Cloud services, which is a very powerful tool to assist in trying to optimize any surveyed wireless network. In order to do that, first we have to, of course, conduct a survey using either Ekahau Sidekick 1 or 2, preferably Sidekick 2. Once we conduct the survey, we save a copy in the cloud, and we can see it is available for within the list of the projects that have been completed and are available within the cloud. So we will take the project file as an example, and we can see the details, of course, in the AI Pro Online. We can edit that, and we can also optimize. So let's take a look at the project before we proceed to optimization. Once we open the project file, we can see all the matrices for the project that we have surveyed. Matrices such as signal strength, secondary signal strength, signal to noise ratio, channel interference, capacity, and other parameters. Now, once we go to the same project and we pick the optimizer, the software will try to analyze the situation and will, like an expert, try to optimize the networks. It will look at the network statistics, and it will give you key matrices results, whether they are in good shape by marking it green or marking it orange that needs attention. Once we click on any of the matrices, we can see the details of that project file. We can see that for that specific floor, in this example, our interference is meeting only 17% of the requirements. And we can see now, by moving the slider over across, we can see that the optimizer is stating that it can meet 100% of the requirements by some changes that we need to make. It is noteworthy to mention that the slider is only available when you conduct a survey with a Sidekick 2. Now, once we scroll down in the action plan, we can see three windows. One window is access point configuration changes. Then there's a network configuration changes and also interfering devices. Now, we can see all the key parameters that needs to be changed. There's 18 changes on the radios. Transmit changes is 23 changes, 17 for the channel width changes, and on-off radios that we need to turn them off possibly are 11. So let's see the changes. Once we go there, we can clearly see for each access point, it will state the radio, the band, what channel width it carries, and also what channel it should be on to avoid interference, and so forth. So this can be kind of used as a work order for doing all the configuration changes necessary. Now, once we go to the next parameter, we can also see the network configuration changes that needs to be done, and they are listed here, whether the MFP is enabled or disabled and what you need to do, and also the minimum basic rates for the radios that we have within this network. Lastly, we can see the view all changes, and we can see these are the rogue access points that are on this network that we have to investigate and see exactly what is the role that they play within the network itself. Now, when we go further down in the list, we can see that we can export this report in a PDF format, and once we do that, then we have the results at our disposal. Optimizer report, so we can see exactly this is the top page of the optimizer report, and it goes through exactly an overview of all the parameters, what are the important or significant things that we need to look at, and also then it goes into the detail of the changes that we need to do. Also, we can get port and The security report will provide us more information about exactly what is going on with the network security in this network. Well, what are the encryptions that are being used and so forth. So we can see here the report carries the information about the encryption on the band, and if we need to change them, we will do the changes. And we see even open networks here, there's no issues. But again, we get a separate report for this as well. And finally, we can also, if the APs are within certain brands like Cisco, Cisco Meraki, Aruba, Extreme, Juniper, Arista, you will be able to obtain an API key from their side and push it in here, and then all the changes will automatically be deployed to the access points and controllers for those specific brands. The advantage of this is if there are significant changes that needs to be made, there's always a chance of error for manual configuration, and this changes that we need to do, if it is automated, which can be partially or fully, will ease the process and lower the possibility of making errors, thus needing to look at again any potential issues that might arise from this. Lastly, if we go to the optimizer, another nice feature that we have, if we go to optimizer, is for Cisco Meraki. So we can see live, these are the optimized networks that I have here. We can go preview networks live, and you say start now, and we get the API key, place it here, we select the regulatory domain, and you can see for Cisco Meraki, we can go to the next step, and then we can see that network live, and basically we can see exactly what's going on. So this is a very powerful tool set for doing analysis or preliminary analysis for a surveyed network and try to see what needs to be changed. This concludes our short presentation on Ekahau Optimizer and its features. Be sure to tune in to future Ekahau short how-to videos by Advanced Network Devices.